In this problem, we're asked to graph the sine of x and cosine of x. Before we do that, let me remind you that sine of x and cosine of x of an angle can be thought of in terms of a unit circle. So if we draw a circle of radius 1 centered at the origin, then an angle of x measurement hits the circle at the coordinates cosine of x, sine of x. So this point has x coordinate cosine of x and y coordinate sine of x. So when we think about the values of the sine, for example, we can think of it in terms of the unit circle. So when x is 0, that means that there is no angle here, and so we're talking about the point at 1, 0, which means the cosine of x, or cosine of 0 would be 1, the sine of 0 would be 0. So we start at 0. Both sine and cosine are periodic with period 2 pi, which means that if it's 0 at 0, that's also 0 at 2 pi. It's also 0 at negative 2 pi. And we can figure out a couple more points. If the angle here is up 90 degrees, or pi over 2, then this y-coordinate is 1. So the sine of pi over 2 is going to be 1. If we go all the way to the other side of the x-axis, to this point, that's the point negative 1, 0. So the sine of pi is 0. And we can see the pattern that's starting to form to remind us what the graph of the sine curve looks like. And this keeps on repeating. So there's the graph of sine x. And using a similar method, we can do the graph of cosine of x. If we think of x equals 0 as being this angle, the x coordinate is 1. So we start up at 0, 1. Again, because it's periodic with period 2 pi, it's also going to be 1 at 2 pi. It's going to be negative 1 when the x coordinate is negative 1, so over here at pi. And then at pi over 2 it's 0, 3 pi over 2 it's 0, and it keeps on repeating. So there's the graph of cosine.